Okay. Welcome to the patch 8.22 rundown. I don't know what to expect. So right now there's like a bunch of really strong champions in the mid, top, and jungle roles, but it's so close to the end of the season. I don't really know what they're gonna do. I don't think they're gonna change up anything for the last 6 days of the season. So I don't know what you could do. I actually have no idea. I don't expect anything big. What do they even say? Welcome to the last patch before preseason. Cool. It's relatively quiet, couple of months, but 8.2 revs, the game plan should back up for bigger changes. Okay. Worlds has come to an end. The foundations for the next year's of the league are dropping in a few weeks. So gather your strength. Okay. Cool. Wow, they're doing time work time changes. Okay. Akali, last hit assistance removed. Wow, okay, they're nerfing her. Really? Wait, they didn't do this before? Okay, I like that they're nerfing the Shroud. I think you should be punished for that ability, and it's something that you're maxing, I think, second anyways. So it won't be that even that punishing, but 4 more seconds at level 1 is really good. Ulti execution damage I also think is great. Having 2 of them means that you're nerfing quite a bit off the base damage, and she's getting the base damage back later game, but I think by then most people don't care. The biggest thing about college, she snowballs so hard that like giving her that much power early is really difficult to handle. Like having these cooldowns means there's a lot more openings for you to harass her and keep her down early. I like it. Good nerfs. Fiora, a small improvement to lunge targeting. What? I'll prioritize R vitals, then P vitals, but now prioritizes an R affected target next, even without a vital to proc. After the above prioritization, it goes for a low champ, last hittable minion in range, champion range, and nearest unit. What? Okay, no, I understand. Okay, cool. That's just a nice quality of life buff. I get it, but I have a question. Why doesn't Riot ever give me a targeting priority for towers? Because I still don't understand after playing this game for 8 years. It's a buff to her in situations where a passive proc target and a vital proc target are stacked next to each other. Cool, I get that. Jin bug fixing. Number of fixes. Oh, there's 4 fixes. That's funny. Movement speed buff on crit is now determined based on attack speed when the basic attack fires. Okay, crits multiple times in a row. His movement speed is now calculated for each crit, rather than each crit refreshing the duration of the first crit's bonus. Okay. Fix a bug where Jin is getting a power haste off the first Halo Blades auto. Fix the bug where Jin was not getting a power haste buff off his third. Okay. Seems whatever. Not a big deal. LeBlanc, OP champion mid lane. I'm glad they're nerfing her a little bit. It's 10 damage, won't matter at all. Literally, if they remove this part of the patch notes, nothing would matter. Like, this is, or might as well not have been in the patch notes. If you look at this, Ollie 9 nerf to LeBlanc, you're right. The Seaver remains strong on this outside for yes. Next preseason will indirectly nerf her by giving her opposing squishies a way to load into the game and see amounts of matrices. Okay, cool. Maokai, E cooldown decreased, damage increased early. While this change is useful all around, it especially helped Maokai clear the jungle. I haven't seen this champion in a while, but I guess if they want to push her more to a jungler, okay, that's okay. Surprising, but okay. You won't. I don't think you'll see much play off of this. Nunu and Willump AD increased. Q from champs increased. They've been sitting somewhere lackluster spot. Yes, I don't really like playing this champion, so they increased the AD. And they increased the. Wow, they increased the AP by that much. That's such an odd way to buff the AP ratio. They buffed it by 0.21. Okay, that's quite a big buff with the 3% bonus health as well. And then base heal. Oh, you get a nerf on versus non-champions. So it's a great big buff to the base heal against champions and a nerf to non-heal. This is actually pretty annoying because it used to be that you'd take a team fight, you wouldn't chomp the champion, you'd chomp the creep to keep healing. Oh, it's the same versus non-champions? Oh, it's just the values are unchanged as they buffed it this way. Okay, I understand. Cool. Okay, so it's just a buff. That's great. Pike, great health no longer scales with max health, but scales harder off AD. W movement speed decrease, scales with lethality instead of AD. E stun. What? What did I just read? Scales with lethality? What? E stun scales with lethality? R skill. What? I've never seen lethality scaling in the game before. Okay. Um. So they're scaling it off bonus AD picked up. They're making his mana costs a lot cheaper, so to compensate for you going all AD. Um. And they're making it so the stun goes up by 10 lethality. How much is that? So huh. That's really interesting. I think what you do, you still run aftershock, but you just go full lethality afterwards. It's around 0.7 with full lethality. That's really interesting. I think that they pushing him away from tank pike is correct. I play a lot of tank pike, and I think that it's kind of like crazy that you should itemize that way to be effective. So I like the way they're doing it here. I just find that he's probably going to be very useless because him going full AD means I feel like it's just not possible to play the champion going full AD. Like I've done it before in the past. I guess he'll be very niche, very niche. You're not going to be able to do anything in a lot of situations. But I guess that's you're not going to be able to frontline with the champion. He's a support that has to come in late, which or get the initial pick with Q and back off. I think that that's very different than how he's been played the entire game or the entire time he's been released. But sure, it's okay. I prefer it this way than the other way. I just think he's definitely going to be weaker. Trundle Q damage increased. Really? Wow. They buffed it by quite a bit. 20 at max rank, and they're maxing it first. And it's your wave clear. Okay, that's quite a big buff. I actually hate when Trundle's in the meta because it means tanks really can't get played. But it's weird because the meta just shifted to damage oriented skirmishers, which like tanks aren't meta right now. Skirmishers are. So I guess I haven't seen Trundle. I guess he maybe deserves a buff. I just typically don't really like this champion because he tends to push out tanks. But I don't think tanks are very good right now, anyways. Victor, Q damage, discharge. Okay, this champ is OP in top lane. Let's be real. This champ, there's a couple top lane champions that are just insane. There's Victor, Aatrox, Scion, Urgot are probably, and to some extent really are like the really big problematic champions top lane. And I think that he is way too good. So what are they doing? They're nerfing 20 damage off the Q. They're making it so it scales with a little bit more AP, 0.5. And they're making it so its Chaos Storm does not have that big of a base damage. I think he'll still be played top lane. I don't think it'll change. This nerf isn't significant enough for him to care. I think even right now, if you go, you can still splash AP, right? People still go third out of void on this champion. I don't think it'll change his effectiveness top lane at all. He's still going to be good. And he's still going to be played. Okay. Oh, shit. All right. Bust out the champagne, boys. Time Warp Tonic. This thing is disgusting. It adds disgusting amounts of sustain, and corrupting then becomes also the best trainee item because it does damage on your autos. So for every single champion, I always recommend corrupting. And in situations where you pick corrupting over whatchamacallit, Doran's, a lot of times it's okay because corrupting is still as good. So what do they do? 3 minutes of 5% move speed? Oh yeah, that's disgusting. And we're removing tonic interaction with elixirs? Holy shit. Wow, they're just cutting this. Alright, consuming a potion basically gets 50% of its health mana immediately, prevents that consumable from being used again until the effect ends. Health and mana per tick is then reduced by half the... Oh, it's just front-loaded healing. Okay. It's awful now. It's good early, right? When like you're healing, you can get like more than 50 health off your heal. Like that's really good early in all ins like level 2 or 3. But like just in general, I think it's really bad right now. You would not take this. You would just pick a biscuit and then you would take something else. Probably the 5% CDR. I mean, this needs to be nerfed, 100%. I want to see how the game is without this in the game. And I think corrupting potion is still good, even without this. So, and people are still gonna be able to do corrupting dark seal, but just this in particular, yeah, I was too powerful with this. Okay, I like it. Like this needed to be nerfed, right? There's no question. And then a bunch of stuff. So this patch was literally time work tonic, Pike, and that's it. Collie nerfs are decent. Wow, this is actually such a big change too. A lot of champions are gonna not want to go corrupting anymore. They're gonna want to go Dorans, and that's a big deviation from what's been meta for the last couple months. Like this is something that I would expected them to do in preseason because it's already so late in the season. But with 6 days left, you're gonna have to adjust to going Doran more often than not. I'm really surprised that this is in the patch. All right, really quick patch. Let's hit the add button and get in.